Notice up here we've got the different systems we can set. We'll go there later. So we can select it from the USB drive. We don't want to go that quite yet. We want to do something else first. We want to go to utility to, I want to wipe our drives from the system, create virtual drives using all the memory I have, and then we'll come back through and actually start installing the ESXi operating system. So this is what we're looking for. We want to do that Control R to run the configuration utility. And this is what I was talking about. We want to go through, hit F2, through the configuration. So it's all going to be gone. Hit F2 again. Create new VD. I'm just going to do all. Make this easy. It's going to take a second to bring everything up. Here's all our disks. There's 6 in there. Look at the size, 10.9 terabytes. We're going to want all of that. And then once we're done with that, we can just go ahead. For our items to come up here in a second. BIOS manager is F11. So we want to hit that. It's entering it now. One virtual drive found, handled by the BIOS. That's what we just created. This is kind of an older server system that I just I'm not doing anything with the remote access setup. Here we go. Then the hard drive, since I have it in the back, we can click the back USB data traveler 3.0. And it's to start going through the process. So in the standard installer, enter again to make it start going through. Whatever method you want to use, that's fine for you. This part can take a little while to get through. We'll time it. Now once it's done, you get a screen that looks like this. And you know the IP address right here. For this purpose, we're still going through the install portion of it. I got 2 systems where I can kind of flip back and forth. Welcome to installation. We're going to hit enter. Remember, take a look at these if you need to. We're going to hit F11 to accept that user license agreement. Scanning for the devices. We want to know which one I want to install it on. So notice the capacity. That's my connected hard drive. That's another connected hard drive I have. And then this 10.9 one is one we just created. So hit enter on that one. US default. I'm going to set a password. Something that you can easily remember. It's telling me some unsupported devices. It's fine. I have this happen to me all the time. So we're going to go through and do the install. Notice the version I'm using. With these systems, I found anything past about 6.7 gives me issues, which is why I have so many on my computer of the different ISO files. I found that 6.7 is compatible with these systems. I've used ESXi at hospitals before with vSphere, so the way they function is essentially the same from version to version. vSphere makes it a little easier to maintain on any backups and alerting and stuff like that. But for what we're doing, I think this is a great system. Alright, this is the next machine, the next system that you're going to see that comes up. It's telling us it's successful. We're going to pull our USB drive out. So that's out. And we're going to go ahead and hit enter to reboot it. It goes through the restart process just like it would for any other type of operating system. Wait for it to actually boot up. The drive is out. So it did take about 4 minutes to go from hitting come off the boot, just hit enter. Without the USB drive in, it's booting into the operating system. Once this is done, we'll end up having a IP address we can actually load into the system remotely from the network. It's loading, if you notice here across the bottom. As it finishes items, the bar goes up. There are a few spots and we'll stop for a few seconds before it moves on. Now it's just got a little bit left, and here we go. We got a DHCP IP address. I go into my customizations. I can actually change the IP address. Somewhere I want it if that's not what I want. So just come to IP4 configuration, use static, and I'm going to leave it where it's at. So I have it. I hit enter. This just shows that all 4 of them are connected. If I did change the IP address, I would restart it. It restart the management network and I'll be able to go back into it, but I had no changes, so I'm going to click no, and then you can test it in here, put your different IP addresses in, whether it's internal or external. Other than that, you are ready to go.